call an audible again for the Tyreek touchdown this week?
Well, me and Tyreek talked in the huddle about that entire deal before his touchdown, and Mike was actually on schedule with what we wanted to do, and he said, "Here's a play, but if you want to do this, if you want to do that, like I don't care. Like you know, I'm. It's not basically giving you full control, but I trust that you're gonna make it right." And so that's what we did. But I kind of want to also just bring to the attention, like, I didn't really realize how bad things were in Israel, and just wanted to bring to attention, for those who don't necessarily understand things that are going on, that it really is bad. And if you don't understand, if you go on Google, you look, you search, and you read about what's going on in this world, this world needs prayer. We I don't know what we've come to, but just my thoughts, my prayers are out with those people in Israel. I know there's the Ukraine and Russia war still going on as well, and I just wanted to bring notice that although we have the freedom to do this here, play football, and be able to have the freedom to do these things, that to come back into reality and think, that's where we all are here in this world. And so I just want to bring that to the attention, and hopefully we all come together and can pray for the kids, the children, the wives, or the women, and the men that are putting themselves out there, every day, for those unfortunate events that are happening right now.
So I know you had a embrace too. I know you had an embrace with Bryce after the game. What did that kind of be with another one of your Alabama brothers?
Yeah, it's the conversation that I felt like if I was on the other side of the ball, I would want someone to tell me, and I think he's doing a tremendous job. There's going to be times where you're going to make mistakes because you're a rookie, and there's things that when he plays the next game that he wish he knew, this game, and he'll continue to grow from that. And I just told him to keep the press, the naysayers, all the people, that's just external factors. They're going to say what they're going to say, but you continue to believe in yourself, you continue to do the right things, you're going to go far.
You guys are so good at home. I think you're like 15-2. What makes it so good playing in this building?
I think, for one, the atmosphere that we have here. The fans come out, and it's really loud for the opposing team to hear. It's probably been one of the loudest that I've ever heard today while the opposing team was on third down. But I think it's that, and then just the work that our guys in the facility have been putting in. This is one of the best weeks of practice that I've seen overall from all our guys. And it says a lot, with how we've come down from a 14-0 deficit and sort of overturned that entire deal into what it was.
So slow starts aren't really the normal for you guys. What do you think happened there at the start of the game?
Well, I think there were some mishaps, but you also got to give credit to their defense. Their defense did a good job with what they thought we were going to do, and some of them they guessed right, and some of them we just needed to be better with our technique, and that's all the way across the board.
Tua, no sacks today. What can you say about Eichenberg, Lamb, and the whole O-line?
Yeah, that's who you got to give the credit to. You got to give the credit to those guys up front. I think Liam did a great job of making a call, and just whether it was the right call or not, just letting our guys go and play, and we'll play off of that, or we'll figure it out on the fly. He did a great job under center with his snaps, in the gun with his snaps. Really wasn't any snap too high or too low, and I think he's starting to feel comfortable with the position that he's at now. But it goes to say that our running game flourished because of those guys up there. So I'm very proud of the way they performed, and we're going to hope to continue this going into next week.
You mentioned
facing one outgoing quarterback today. What do you think of the one you'll be facing next week, Jalen Hurts, and a guy that you're a little more familiar with?
Yeah. It's going to be good. I got a lot of respect for Jalen. I think this is a game that a lot of people are going to want to see, given the talent that's on that side of the ball, the talent that's on this side of the ball. And then, you know, it's one of those where, okay, we got a lot of good matchups across the board. You know, how are these guys going to play us? How are we going to come out against these guys? So we're really excited for this next opponent.
This team is now 5-1 for the first time in 20+ years. What does this mean to you to be one of the leaders on this team, leading towards your goal?
5-1, it is what it is right now. It feels good anytime you can get a win, but the job's not done yet. And where we want to go, we got to continue to stack wins together.
Tyreek did a backflip holding a cell phone. I don't know if you.
Yeah. That's the exact reaction I would have.
Exactly.
Couldn't even finish your question.
I was just wondering what you thought.
It was unbelievable.
I didn't even know he backflipped. I didn't, because I was looking to the sideline, and I was kind of gesturing to Mike, given the freedom that he gave me and Tyreek on that play. And then when I looked back, Tyreek was like he was like sprinting towards me. So I didn't get to see it until I looked on the Jumbotron.
What makes him such an inviting target for you? Why is this connection going so well?
You just know where he's going to be. Speed kills, and you know that these other teams see that. Those guys have put that on film. It's not just with Tyreek, it's with Jalen. We also have our running backs. There's a lot of other guys that are sneaky fast as well, but they don't get that opportunity, you know, much because of those guys. So, yeah, that's what I would say to that.
Tua Tyreek broke or set the new NFL record for most yards through 6 games. Obviously, you had most yards through 6 games of the season.
What was it?
It was 8-12. I believe it's 8-14 now. So you got it by 2. Obviously, you helped in that. What is it about? I know you mentioned, you know, what it's about him, but just building your connection with him over the last 2 years, how has it led for you guys to be kind of on the same page like you guys are?
Yeah, well, it helps. It helps having someone like him that anytime you get pressed, you know, there's a possible signal you could give him, or there's a possible eye contact deal that you can give him, and working through those things in practice and having those conversations where it's, dude, that's not even what we called, but as long as you guys know what you're doing, like I trust that you guys are going to make it work. You know, that's what this past 2 years has done for quarterback to receiver, that sort of relationship. And then we meet and we talk about things that we want, not just with Tyreek, with Jalen, with Braxton, with those that are included in the game plan. So, yeah.
Tua, your thoughts on how Raheem's performance today, being able to do what he did on the field, 3 touchdowns, just incredible as a teammate?
It's incredible, and that should tell you a lot because of the guys that we have in the running back room that, you know, that I thought they did really good too. Chris Brooks did really good. Savon Ahmed did really well. But, you know, it's hard when it's being overpowered by the performance that Raheem had. But, I mean, Raheem's been a great teammate. I mean, he's a really, really good player. Very happy for him. I know the guys in the locker room are happy for him. He's a great leader, and he got a lot of respect. So, you know, he's an old head. He's an old head, and you know, to have the amount of respect he has from all these young guys, it means a lot to him. And for him, his mindset is like, I'm never too old to play this child's game.
Excuse me if you alluded to this earlier, but what was the freedom that Mike gave you and Tyreek on that touchdown play?
Yeah, he basically said you could call this play or you could do this, but like whatever you want to do, like I trust that you guys are going to make it right. So that's what we did, and it turned out to be a backflip for Tyreek.
So you come to the line and read something and make the call there?
Well, it's on my wristband, and I get to call it, and we have deals that we communicate in the huddle about. So that's what happened. Thanks, guys.